Let's try this Hoover. And put it on 60. A, B, C. Con dry. Leave it running. Right, we'll just run this. There we go. So this Becco came from the same house that had that dryer and the dishwasher. rum. Ah, that even's better than his heat shield. Well, I can't actually tell because obviously it's got a heat shield, but it's got heat coming through it. So it might be about 40 or 50. The Becco's at about 35. Nice and warm. Really warm. It says wash, but actually I think that will remain throughout the entire cycle. Despite the fact it's on all rinses. Actually, what I'm going to do... It should be at boil, and it is. That actually is 1300 RPM. So apparently if you have the 1000, 11 or 12, they all spin at 11. And if you have the 1300, it spins at 1300. In fact, it just seems to keep going and going and going. Well, with no load, I reckon it'll hit more towards 1350. But with a load, it'll set at 1300. Is that actually on T yet? Or is it worn off? Technically T is stop on this. No, it's on the integrated stage. So move one off and then next one tumble dry. Some cool down, have some drain. Fan's pretty much silent. Pump turns on and off intermittently. 30-second tumbles either way. Whether it's actually heating, I don't know. And it smells like a dryer. So it smells like it's heating. There is a fan. It's so quiet you can't hear it. Well, it's so quiet you can hear it, but it's quiet. Because on its rents, yeah, this is baking hot. Yeah, the heat shield is baking hot. So imagine how hot it really is inside. It's working. Oh, got this one. We're going to do first of 3 Indesit condensers. 2 are identical. So we've got this IDC 8T3. So this is my second one I've got in now. Let's have a look. Now it's come in and the condenser is pretty much. It's got a bit of like fat softener build up on it, but it's not like it's got any fluff build up. Obviously the filter's always been cleaned, that's nice to see. Obviously this is the later 8T, it's got the 10-year mark on it. It has been modified of course, because it was bought after the recall. Straight away. So let's go get the other one in. Right. So, Indesit number 1 isn't heating. Who wants to have a guess of what's up with that then? Indesit number 2. Also an IDC 8T3. It's a little bit more bash than the other. But hey ho. We'll cope with it. Let's have a look. Again. We've got the pop rivet. Yeah. Now, bear in mind, I bought these from auction. Both this one, and the third one, all from the same auction route. But the amount I paid for them, I only paid equivalent of 33 quid each, just shy of 100 quid for all 3. So to be honest, the fact that it's not working, that wasn't working, doesn't bother me. This one's obviously been repaired because someone forgot to put the thing back in like I did. This is not too bad. I hate putting these back in. Yeah, that's definitely cold. I wonder why that sounds so ropey. It may be because it's up here. It may be because I can hear it. I think it's actually the pump because it's dry. It's also not heating. Again, stat issue. Alright, so these are sold right next to each other. For, you know, 2374 and 75. They looked, I'm gonna be honest, like even the dust that layered upon the top looked exactly the same. Like these have been sat for a while. Yeah, it's not eating. What about this Indesit now? It's an IS70C, which means it's on recall. But it's already been modified. Yeah. Filter's looking fine. Down there needs a bit of a hoover out. The condenser's in, but not tied up. It's quite... Oh, that's pretty coated, that. Let's see if it works. We're on... low, actually. Oh. And... we're hot. Yep, we're hot. High heat. Now we're really hot. Right, I'm not going to use that, it's too close, it will tip the This is obviously at the bottom, nice bit of back glider, look, out, okay, sounds perfectly fine. Right, yeah, we'll also do a review, because this is really old now. Really good. I know nothing's changed for nearly basically 20 years, but why change something that ain't broke? My answer is, of course, these stats. No, the stats in these strips just as these do. I wonder why this one went for more than them two. I couldn't care less the amount I actually paid for these two, whether they worked something. I'm happy to pay how much I paid for that as well, because it was a bit of a punt. I didn't really care, obviously, whether it was recall or not. Well, whether it had been fixed or not. Just going to leave that running now. We're working. The nice smell of burning dust. It's been sat for a while, hasn't it? Smells like drying hair. Yeah. That's one down. Let's get the other one down. Done. Right. Update. Right, so this is the Hotpoint Smart 8 kilo. Obviously they're on board on. The pump was really noisy. It worked, but it was really noisy. And dead souls lock quite easily. Just changed the pump over. It drained a lot faster. And it does appear to be much quieter too. Well, when it starts to spin, of course. Panasonic jet wasn't really working properly. I've changed over the door seal because it was full of mould. So I've changed the door seal, ran over cleaner. It was filthy after the other cleaner went through. So anyway, I decided to put 2 towels in, again on an 80 wash, just to see what they smell like afterwards. Beko, changed door seal as well. That was really bad. It's had another few citric acid bath put in as well. Try and get it nice and cleared. So obviously that Indesit doesn't work. Obviously this one does. Anyway, I've opened it up. Obviously hoovering it out. It's all the bearing pads need replacing at the front. The main rear bearing is fine though. I feel like this has been looked after. It looks like someone's also been trying to fix it at points. Yep, perfectly fine this time. Yeah, I still haven't got this one working yet, so I'm having a look further into it. Might still not heating. So I've got that one. So I'm doing this one. Hoover it out, put bearing pads in. I think I've got one of the things anyway that goes into the bottom. Just a hunch. So we may do that as well. So next thing is to take all the front off. Yeah. No, let's just throw this in. Just watch this. Notice how it's a bit of a long start, you know. So, let's have a look. Let's just do something. Let's try it now. Found this capacitor. It was actually in the Beko that's never ran. I think I bought. Obviously, I got a Beko. It's about 7 years old. 7 years on now. So really, it might need to be scrapped. But the main board needs replacing on it. But I put that in it initially because, of course, the motor wouldn't turn. But it was never the motor fault, it was the board fault. See how quickly that fired up then? And rather than so these are the two capacitors. That one's the original that came with it. That one was out of ZDC 37200. The boards had gone on it, but it looks like the motor capacitor probably gone as well at the time as well. Yeah, the board had gone on that. It wouldn't turn on. There was power to the board, but it wouldn't turn on. So and scrap the dryer. So they're two for the bin. So we've got capacitor fitted. I think the belt's new. The belt's replaced on this one. I'm losing track now because I've replaced that many Zeus's belts and capacitors. I have no idea where I'm up to. So we'll let that run for 15 minutes because we're going to move it on. And I'll wash it back up, which will still be completely damp. Yeah, it's good. Straight away, a lot more power in that. The purpose to put a full load of wet stuff in, but the trouble is if you put nothing in, it can just fire, it can start up a lot quicker, a lot easier. It's always worth putting a full load of washing in, which I've done. Interestingly, you've put earths on the suppressors there, and they never get used on any Zanussi dryers whatsoever. It is pretty interesting the fact that nothing's there's no direct earth cable. Well, don't forget the whole machine is earthed because it's made of metal. So if you notice here, we've got these screws here, and that's earthy bar bit there, which will be attached to the suppressor, earth inside, and down so it gets the cable. So if any electricity hits anything with metal here, it's just going to go straight to there. I like the table though. Yep, still past 250 quid spent. 2 years on. Selling me well. That's next dryer to be serviced. I need some bearing pads. I have got them, I just find them. So I'm going to open that up. It's run 7-8 hours now. Absolutely fine. With full loads in, look, like that. Like nothing. So it just needs a good hoover out. At least it's been modified as well. And I think that's probably why the reason why it's still running pretty much like new. It's been done recently in the last. The fact that it probably even, the fact that it got to 2015, so we're talking 9-10 years. If it had never been fixed at any point, anything that didn't need replacing, good Hotpoint engineers would actually replace anything that you're doing at the time, as well as the mod usually. So things like the rear bearing or the capacitor or the belt usually got replaced. So it's probably why it's still here after 15 years or so, 16 years. Where data is it? Where's the serial number? Yeah, I do like the fact that nothing's changed. I also noticed something else as well while I was repairing that one. Is that the screws are pretty much creedless. So even though we don't make them in this country anymore, they are the same screws that we put into creedless 30 years ago. like. Right, it doesn't want to drain this. Why are we filling the water? Huh? That's rubbish. We had no reason to fail on that little dog race. It does appear that the pump isn't firing properly. Suzuki! That's what's happened, hasn't it? Yeah. Right, I'm going to spin these into there. I'm going to open the filter up and have a look. Right, full load of whites. Baby cloves. As does Little Angels, non-bio powder sensitive. And some Comfort Pure. Bit like Old Fairy, this is. And we're going to select Cottons, pre-wash, but temperature of max whack. 90. 3 hours 5. Heavy soil. That's weird. Right. Error 03. Right. So now we've got the same error code as before. Another heater problem or a board problem? Last one was a heater. Let's check the board. We'll check the heater again. We haven't got a spare heater, unfortunately. So all I've done is reset I've basically unplugged it and plugged it back in. And it's cured it, so it's on a little paddy for some reason. So I'll just give it a spin. That's just not like the most unbalanced spin ever. But I'll clear it. let's try this. Drain. Success! Success! We're in business! Can you see? Basically, the resistance was still the same. And there was no actual earth leakage to Earth, but because of the slightest tiny bit of damage. What's more unusual is that the heater from the other washing machine that I took out, which is only 20 months old at the time. Okay, it's been sat around for about 12 months, but that's not the point. But okay, it's been used for 20 months. It's a bit less limescale than that, but it's also a damn sight shorter. But they're both 1300 watt little heaters. 1300 watts to heat 7 kilo! My little Zanussi has a 1500 watt heater. Right, it does this sometimes. Sometimes when you plug in a Hoover and you use the spin for the first time, it'll do that charge up and then reset. As if it was unbalanced. I think the Optima did it first time round. Not all of them do it. Something's hit that, by the way, from below, like a coin or something, because that's the top. Right, we'll leave that going, and I'm going to get some washing. I won't clean it out, but I'm just going to put our washing in for now, and then put the baby stuff on tomorrow. Right, a little bit of a test run. This Smeg dishwasher. I don't know what model number it is. There's no ink on it. There's no stickers. So a Smeg. No idea what model number it is. That'd be quite handy. Might be on the back, but anyway. It's about how old? About 9 years old. There we go. It's been sat in the garage for 3 years. Not been used. It's one of Sophie's. It's Sophie's uncles, and they had a kitchen refit. The brand new kitchen put in 2014. This replaced a Whirlpool, Philips Whirlpool dishwasher that they had for 25 years. And then he bought this because it was similar colour, basically. That was the only reason why they bought this, based on the colour. That was it. It's been inside the garage, fully working when it got taken out, so it's presumed still fully working. I've just put water on, plumbed it up. What I'll do, the tap's closed on this. That seems to work fine. The rinse aid and salt lights are out, so presuming it's still got rinse aid and salt in. I'll just let the 70 bags. Light pulse button not working? Not sure. Push and hold, I think. Just see what that does then, I suppose. Well, I'll leave it going. I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, drain's gone off now. So, finished. It's completed its cycle.